Where's the cat? The cat is on the bed. Where's the ball? The ball is under the table. Where is the book? The book is on the desk. Where is the pen? The pen is in the box. Where is the dog? The dog is behind the door. Where is the boy? The boy is in front of the car. Where is the picture? The picture is on the wall. Where is the teacher? The teacher is in the class. Where is the bird? The bird is in the cage. Where is the clock? The clock is on the wall. Where is the toy? The toy is under the chair. Where is the boy sitting? The boy is sitting on the chair. Where is the school? The school is near my house. Where is the park? The park is behind the temple. Where is the pen kept? The pen is beside the notebook. Where is the shop? The shop is next to the bank. Where is the fruit? The fruit is on the plate. Where is the fish? The fish is in the water. Where is the man? The man is at the bus stop. Where is the bag? The bag is on the floor. Where is the milk? The milk is in the cup. Where is the baby? The baby is on the bed. Where is the key? The key is under the pillow. Where is the sun? The sun is above the clouds. Where is the cat sleeping? The cat is sleeping under the table. Where is your friend? My friend is at home. Where is the photo? The photo is on the wall. Where is the bus? The bus is in front of the school. Where is the cup? The cup is on the table. Where is the shopkeeper? He is inside the shop. Where is the chair? The chair is near the window. Where is the boy hiding? He is behind the door. Where is your pen? It is in my bag. Where is the TV? The TV is on the stand. Where is the teacher standing? The teacher is standing in front of the board. Where is the bottle? The bottle is on the table. Where is the bus stop? It is in front of the school. Where is the rabbit? The rabbit is under the chair. Where is the pencil? The pencil is in the box. Where is the baby's toy? It is on the sofa. Where is the bird flying? The bird is flying over the tree. Where is the dog sitting? The dog is sitting near me. Where is the phone? The phone is on the bed. Where is your book? It is under the bag. Where is your school bag? It is beside the chair. Where is your mother? She is in the kitchen. Where is your father? He is at work. Where is your friend going? He is going to the park. Where is the apple? The apple is on the plate. Where is the mouse? The mouse is behind the box. Where is the flower? The flower is in the vase. Where is the candle? The candle is on the table. Where is the train? The train is at the station. Where is the cow? The cow is in the field. Where is the child playing? The child is playing on the ground. Where is the man standing? He is standing behind the car. Where is the girl sitting? She is sitting beside her friend. Where is the clock hanging? It is hanging on the wall. Where is your pencil? It is in my hand. Where is the goat? The goat is under the tree. Where is the kite? The kite is above the house. Where is the monkey? The monkey is on the tree. Where is your lunchbox? It is in my bag. Where is the cap? The cap is on the head. Where is your friend sitting? He is sitting next to me. Where is the bird sitting? The bird is sitting on the branch. Where is the car? The car is in front of the gate. Where is the lamp? The lamp is on the table. Where is your brother? He is at school. Where is your sister? She is in the room. Where is the food? The food is on the plate. Where is the chocolate? It is in the fridge. Where is the ball going? The ball is going into the hole. Where is the man coming from? He is coming from the market. Where is the house? The house is near the river. Where is the bird flying? It is flying over the park. Where is the road? The road is between two houses. Where is the cow standing? It is standing under the tree. Where is the bus going? The bus is going to the city. Where is the train coming from? It is coming from Delhi. Where is the hat? The hat is on the table. Where is the spoon? The spoon is beside the plate. Where is your friend running? He is running around the park. Where is your pencil box? It is in my bag. Where is the baby sleeping? The baby is sleeping on the bed. Where is the teacher sitting? She is sitting at the desk. Where is the dog jumping? It is jumping over the wall. Where is the bird flying? It is flying above the trees. Where is the bus stop? It is near the park. Where is the chair placed? It is beside the table. Where is the photo frame? It is on the shelf. Where is the glass? It is on the tray. Where is the man walking? He is walking along the road. Where is the shop? It is between two banks. Where is the girl standing? She is standing near the gate. Where is the ball kept? It is under the bed. Where is the fish swimming? It is swimming in the pond. Where is the teacher writing? She is writing on the board. Where is the clock hanging? It is hanging on the wall. Where is your bag kept? It is on the chair.